Hey legends, Neil here. I'm down at one of our new properties that we've just handed over yesterday. Just got the furniture pack in and I want to show you how this is going to get just under a 15% gross yield. So stick with me, right? So here we go. This absolute belter of a property here, right, is about 30 k's from the CBD. And you can see we've got a vacant block of land next door there, right? So we're in an established suburb. And again, we are the best house on the street. And this property has costed the client just over $1 million. I think it was $1,060,000, 632 for the build, and it's 375 for the land. The land is 680 square meters, and the property that was on here before burnt down. So we picked it up for 375. Now the beauty is, as you can see right there, we've got space big enough for a granny flat, and the guy who purchased the property, husband and wife, actually used to work with them offshore many years ago, and he's seen the journey, seen me start with nothing, he's seen where we are now, and he took the punt. So he's built this property for $1,060,000. On the side he's going to build a granny flat for 90 grand, so he's just over 1.1 mil. He's going to have 8 rooms on this block, right, which are going to generate $380 a week each. That's 2,900 and something a week, or 154 grand a year. Times that by 1.1 mil for the house plus the granny flat, you've got yourself a 14.8% gross yield, 25 k's from the CBD. Not bad. So as you can see, the beautiful standard specification that we always have, vinyl plank flooring throughout, beautiful big rooms. This room's actually a little bit bigger than the other ones, but we've got everything in here that you need: sliding robes, TV, table and chairs, cool little hanger, and then we've got our kettle, toaster, microwave, everything that people need here to give themselves a cup of tea, breakfast, cereal, maybe a microwavable meal, something like that. They can get up in the morning, have a shower, have a wash, brush their teeth, use the toilet, have the breakfast cereal and a cup of tea without going out into the common area. But as we are human beings and we love to connect and communicate with each other, not be locked in our rooms, then we've got this beautiful big living space out here for them as well. So as you can see, delicious. You just see the block on the side there where we're going to plonk that granny flat. By the way, the granny flat's going to cost him $90,000 because his brother-in-law owns a granny flat building company. And before you all start reaching out to me saying, Neil, can you build me a granny flat for 90 grand? No, I can't. You'd have to speak to the owner of this property. So as you can see here, just laid out really well. We've got everything in the bedrooms that they need. And yeah, I think when we did the feasibility on this, we said 330 a room. The way the market is currently, I'd be very surprised if you don't get more than 380. 380 times 6, add on your granny flat, that's $2,950 a week, I think. That's giving you a 14.7 or 14.8% gross yield right here in Perth.